All right, we are live. Yeah, we got like the whole gang here tonight. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, no sh. Uh, but no, I've been doing good. I saw you added me in the Discord uh to 399, and I laughed. No, okay. Let's not get too caught up now. But anyways, is Julie? Well, it was funny when we took this bet, me and Julian were IMing back and forth and on Discord, and he's like, "You really don't think it'll go below 390? It won't dip?" And I said, "No, I think it'll dip. I just don't think it'll. By the time it gets ready to dip, I think the new low or the new bottom will be above 400, and that's what I really took the bet on, and that's what I was betting on. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I could have won your portfolio. What is it, like 20 million right now? For 20 mil for the Bronco? 410. Yeah. How's the weather for everybody? I know Heat was chomping at me because it was -20 this weekend, and he's like, "How's it up cold up north? What's the weather like everybody out?" Yeah, yeah. I live in Minnesota. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's not even in the cold months yet. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like advice we give people that have never been in it is like don't go outside and take a deep breath because you'll freeze your lungs and it will hurt. So you breathe through your nose and take short breaths. it'll freeze your as soon as you breathe in through your nose, you'll freeze all the snot in your nose, so you won't have a runny nose anymore. It's pretty funny. Oh yeah, yeah. You guys going ice fishing? Yeah. Did they have a? Did, Jeez. No, Sky might know because he was up here, but like one of the things we do when starts to get really cold out is we'll go out on the frozen lake to ice fish, and we'll have a bonfire on the lake. Did they do that with you? It freezes back so fast that it leaves like a little crater, and that's about it. Yep, yep. Oh yeah, man. Everybody thinks ice fishing is like this cold event, man. No, no, no. We do it in style up here. Yeah, yeah. One of the ways. Hey, fish. Gosh. Would you rather have pizza tonight? What? Such a hoe. Fish. Hey, I tried to give you Prague at 80 cents, but you didn't want it. That's all I'm saying. You don't think it's got a, what was it, Nero? You don't think it's got Nero type moves? Why is this thing always so? It's because Discord switches my inputs around. Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah. Why you gotta do me like this? This is why we gotta get you set up, Mike, because mine screws around all the time. Oh, all right. Do you guys hear everybody now? Someone say something. I think we got it now. Maybe. Yeah, he only hears me, and because my Discord switches it over to my defaults instead of sticking to what OBS has, because I use Discord for more than just this. Yes, we are good to go now. We're good to go now. Jesus. Golf would know. He lives up north of me. He just got a blizzard the last 2 days. Holy fuck. Hold up. I'm going to murder everything.
Better way to stream like not using Discord for now?
I'm sure we can link a voice, a Zoom. Can we integrate Zoom into the Discord, right?
There.
I think there's a way.
All right. Sky starter from the top.
Yo.
All right, the inputs are coming.
Okay, we got Julian back. So no, COVID hit. honestly, I was bored at home.
Oh my god, he just
And
said we're all muted again.
Man.
I'm gonna lose it here in a second.
Numbers, you're fired.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
pretty
fired,
much.
bro.
Is that better? See, it doesn't have anything coming in on the captures, but when I do this one, it has something coming in on capture 2.
Do you think it has anything to do
Okay,
with
he
the
said we're good
stream
now.
channel you
He
added?
said we're good now. Go ahead.
All right.
all right. So, long story short, COVID hits. I'm bored at home. My job isn't in jeopardy, but it's one of those things that I remember when the last crash happened, everyone said, "Oh, the market's dropped," but they also came back. So there's opportunities to buy and everything like that. So I took my first trades in BGFE Big Five Sporting Goods Corporation, and I was scalping it between 90 cents and $1. And then the big drop hits when all the stay-at-home stuff starts going on, and I buy some. It drops into the 60s. I buy in the 70s. I sell in the 60s, and I'm super stoked. And then if you look at the chart, it rips all the way to like $47 over the next probably 6 months as everyone stays at home. So at that point, it was one of those things where it was I can provide wealth for my family outside of my job. It's a second job. It's not easy, but it's one of those things that if you can teach yourself to do it, no one teaches you in school how to make money. The stock market gives you the ability to make money as long as you put the work into it. I think Mike's the perfect example of that. Um, if you put the work in, you get the return. Case in point, doesn't matter the
Yep.
market. So it's one of those things that I did to try to find a way to provide secondary income to grow my family.
Yeah, that's a good point. It definitely is something that it's not like, a lot of that, like how I when and how I started with all the Reddit craze around Tesla and Neo and stuff like that. People just were like buy, hold. That's all you need to do, and you'll make money. And it, that's definitely a delusion. There's a lot more that it's a job. It's a full time job. People do this for a living, and when with a job of this kind, like people go to college for this shit, like this isn't something that you just go ahead and start up a brokerage account and that's it. You're banking. It's definitely a lot of work, and if you put the work in, you do it. The screen time when the market's closed. Studying, reading. I probably read so many books I never read before trading. I didn't read books. I read the Alcoholics Anonymous book. Like that was the only book that I read, and I was forced
Well,
to.
to be
So
to be fair, with a lot of blue chip stocks, you can just put money in and leave it there, but you can't maximize your returns without activity.
well, yeah, but
So,
that's not going to be a full time gig. Like you can't
right,
start with
right.
10K and end with a couple 100K at the end of the year doing that.
Well, maybe if you put the 10K in November of this year, you probably no, I'm just kidding.
Oh fuck.
Because that's the big drop,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yep,
October
exactly.
13-year bull run.
Uh, but anyways, let's get into some Fibonacci.
Yeah.
If your screen is shared, it is black right now. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Okay. So ready when you are. I'll flip over to it.
Okay. So as long as everyone can see this, so Fibonacci retracement is literally what it says. It's a retracement tool. I am a very nervous trader. I never put money into the market that I can't afford to lose. I'm playing with house money, but at the same token, I'm still a very nervous trader. I played the whole we're just gonna hold diamond hands and you just let it go up. And if it goes down, it's fine. If you're 50% down, it's fine because it's gonna come back at some point. That's fine if you don't ever want to actually compound gains. The whole goal of the market is if you can make 2, 3, 5, 8, 10% on a trade, yeah, it's not as sexy as 100%. But if you can do that multiple times a day, multiple times a week, all of a sudden the wealth grows and then the money's working for you. So Fibonacci retracement for me was a way, especially before I was paying for scanners, before I was a little bit more enlightened to saying how the market worked, gave me a better picture of what I was looking at in the market. So if you guys can see my screen, the first picture should be CELZ. This is a 1 minute chart, and what you'll see
It is
is
black.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
black right now.
a question for you. So I understand the Fibonacci retracement you're using as a strategy. Can you explain for everybody what Fibonacci is? What is the Fibonacci sequence?
so Fibonacci is a natural set of numbers that happens in nature. It goes back to the Fibonacci code, but it gives you a number based off of a run and then a percentage retrace. So you can use it either as support or as resistance. You'll see it on the pictures if I can get it to not be black, which I don't understand why it's black. Oh.
Are you just asking to ask, or do you know?
No,
No.
I was hoping he would explain what the golden ratio is, and he did for most part. It's just an ever expanding out tracing of
Yeah.
sequential numbers, like a seashell. If you look at a nautilus shell.
Yeah, so the best way to explain it, I throw it up on the screen real quick, is why he's doing that is the Fibonacci triangle, which is basically you add up the numbers that are in between the numbers below. So you start 1, 1, 1, then 1 and 1 is 2, so 2 goes in the middle, then 1, 2, 1, then 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, and so on and so forth. And you can expand it out as far as you want. But,
All right, numbers, right? I see you, bro.
well, you got to remember, my degree is mathematics and economics, so.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I see you, bro. We're gonna have to talk later. I'm just saying that. Fucking genius, you. Got a
No,
living
no.
genius with us. You know, I mean, guys, your screen was working before. I don't know what happened because I was able to see. There we go. But it's like
Why is it still black?
it
Streaming
was
it?
just
Oh, there.
black.
Wait. It's like flickering.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe do you have it like set as a like PowerPoint that flips automatically? Maybe you got a speed on it or something.
No, there's no speed on it.
I don't know why it keeps flipping.
Send it to me
like
on
that.
Discord real quick, and I'll just pull it up. Not a big deal.
Okay.
But yeah, so one of the big things is I've been dibbling and dabbling with some new strategies, and I scalp. I'm a big scalp trader, and I have developed a very very efficient strategy for scalp trading. But when I swing, I know like a lot of people, a lot of swing traders like use Fibonacci retracements to take profit and then re-add where they re-add because I like to range trade when I'm swinging. I don't just leave a swing for that 100% gain. I'll like DATS, right? Is a prime example. I took a swing on DATS and BYSI and Eaton, and I've been just making money off of the play while it's waiting to go. It goes up 15%. Scale out, 25% or 50% of my position, and then it retraces. I re-add it, and my average moves up with it, which is fine with me because eventually it'll make that big move, and that big move is I'm gonna have made more money. In the meantime, while the weeks prior to the move, I'm gonna have made however much off of how many times I've scaled, than worrying about how good my fucking average is.
Well, and the big thing is too numbers. I sent that to you. The big thing for me was when I first started trading, you would see a move go up, and then it would come down, and then it would go back up. So there's a lot that goes into that. There's moving averages, there's exponential moving averages, and then for me, the retrace, Fibonacci retrace, gave me a line in the sand that told you from a swing low to a swing high, here's your percentage retrace. So everyone thinks when a stock goes up and then comes back down, it's bad. It's still healthy. You need to pick more travelers up to keep the momentum going up.
Yeah.
So for me,
like move to
what's
start.
that?
I said so. Basically, when you're looking to start a Fibonacci retracement, like Mike is saying, when you trade levels, so he's basically trading within a fib level of a retracement.
Yes.
So you're looking for a parabolic move in one direction to be able to retrace that move back through, correct?
Yes, it's got to be an impulsive move. For me, I use it for what I call an impulsive move. So when you look at a chart or parabolic, it goes up on a minute chart, 3 big green candles, and then it pulls back. Where does it pull back to? Does it pull back to a moving average? Does it pull back to the Fibonacci retracement level? But it gives you that level to trade. So you can use it as a scalping tool too, depending on if you want to be super risk averse. You can buy it at 50% retrace and sell it at the 38 level and be done and just wash your hands and walk away. Or you can use it to give yourself a better entry, because if it goes up and comes down, where do you buy? There's no book that says where to buy, but it's
Yeah,
another tool to help you buy within that zone.
So when you're trading, what tools do you combine the Fibonacci with anything else?
So as far as, I'll run MACD, RSI, the money flow index, TTM squeeze as far as indicators, and that's more so for a longer period mover to see the trend. When it comes to momentum trading, especially with the retrace tool, it's moving averages, VWAP, and then the retrace level. Depending on where you hit, I like to look for areas of convergence. So just because you have a retrace level at 38%, but there's no moving average, VWAP, or anything near it, there's going to be Fibonacci traders that take that trade because it's at 38. But if you go down to the 50% level and you've got an 8 or a 9 moving average, the 20 moving average, VWAP, all of a sudden you've got traders that are buying on the 8 or the 9 or the 20, the VWAP trade, and then you've got Fibonacci traders also in the middle of it. So
Yeah.
it gives me a tool to trade with multiple styles of traders, but it also gives me a secure trade. My favorite trade on Fibonacci is a 50% retrace of the move at the 20 moving average, exponential.
Any specific time frame?
On that 1 minute, the problem that I find on parabolic or impulsive stocks on the 5 minute is a lot of the times you will see something covered up that you could have had a buy. So I like to buy on the 1 minute and then watch the trend on the 5 or the 15.
I'm the same way. So I used to only trade the 5 minute because the strategy I use is real simple. I use the MFI MACD. If I'm on my phone or tablet, TTM squeeze. If I'm on my desktop, the EWO and volume, and then just VWAP. I don't use any of the EMAs anymore. When I first was going professional with trading, I used all the EMAs. It'd be like it's bouncing off of this one, bouncing off of that one, and this is the trend, blah 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 blah. But I sharpened a scalping strategy. I VWAP breaks, I go long. VWAP breaks down, I go short. And bounces VWAP. If it breaks VWAP, comes back and tests it, I add size into that. If it holds, if it comes down, breaks VWAP, comes up and tests it, and it rejects, I add size into that, and it's been extremely successful. But I used to only trade on the 5 minute because I would watch the EMAs, and I would find the 9 EMA would usually be 9 or 8 times out of 10 would be the trend on any runner of the day. Either the 8 or the 9 would be the trend. So I would, on the 5 minute, that is, because the EMAs change. The 8 minute isn't the same EMA as it is on the 1 minute as it is on the 5 minute. So but I use just the 1 minute now to watch my scalps. If I'm day trading, where I'll take my scalp on the 1 minute and then I'll watch it on the 5 minute. But if I'm day trading, if it's a day trade, I'm holding it for more than 5%. I'm watching the 5 minute usually after I take my 1 minute entry.
I think I have a mic on how actually he could utilize the fib retrace. It's like where you brought up, Sky, with your convergence. Your convergence of different indicators. The more indicators you use, the better ability you have to see into the future, right? So say you have a parabolic move and it bounces back and you're 50% retracement, you're looking for a VWAP, right? A VWAP bounce or a VWAP break. If VWAP catches that thing 50%, what do you think that stock's going to do?
Yeah.
That's going to go straight through the moon.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's a shame that we can't get this up and running because today, PHUN, there was I actually took screenshots as it was happening. We had the move right at the end of the day at about 12:45. It pops up, pulls back, rides the 50. The 8 comes up and catches it, and it slingshots it back up. So it runs from 280 to basically $3 in 2 candles or 3 candles. So, but again, it's at that area of convergence to where now you've got a more secure entry to where you don't have to worry about going red on your entry, because that's the scariest thing in the world for new traders. I bought something, now I'm upside down on it. Is it going to continue to fall?
Share
So
your screen. Try sharing it one more time. See what happens.
Why is
I
doing
don't. Funny story. I don't have PowerPoint because I'm cheap. This is my gaming PC. Like I don't do any of that stuff on it.
My point would be like directed towards Mike. Whenever, so I know you're watching for VWAP and you're anticipating a move to see if you want to short or you want to go long. If you see, say, a 20 convergence or a 9 convergence or a VWAP at a support or a resistance level inside of your Fibonacci retracement, you're going to have a better anticipatory move to be able to know, say, hey, this looks like it's going to be short. VWAP's meeting here. This is my entry. Just like Sky was just saying. And you would know your, I price targets as well. So, I pop out at different levels.
yeah. Yeah, no, it didn't work the stream. I got a question too about Fibs. So I'm looking at Fun right now on my desktop, and I pulled up the Fibonacci's on it. Now for one, I got two questions. First question is gonna be, do I need to set them at any certain, because I can edit them, right? Do I need to set them at anything, or is 50 and 100 good?
So if you're looking at, can you guys see that, or is it all white?
It's all no, we can see it, but it's flipping through real quick.
I'm yeah.
Do
If you can
uh
stop it from flipping, it'll work.
are you doing are you streaming the app, like the PowerPoint app, or are you streaming your screen?
Streaming my screen.
Yeah, try doing just the app. Maybe something's messing with it in the background.
But yeah,
So
do you need to change the input on it, and then also do you use every? Because I'm looking here right now at like the settings, right, and I have style too. So do you use all the upper 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the middle, and then the down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, too, or do you cut off a couple of them, or what do you?
So for me, so I use Thinkorswim, so TD Ameritrade. So they give you a pile of presets. So you can have something from 72% or basically it'd be 5%, 18%, all the way down. I use 38, 50, and 61 or 62%. Just because it gives
We
puzzle.
got it.
Boom.
Okay.
Nailed
What
it.
do you call that 62% cross?
I call it the 50-20 for me.
50-20.
So you guys can see this now?
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So let me zoom in.
Oh,
But
that's
you
nice.
just use the 50 MA and the 100 MA for the inputs. So the
So
stock
for the
whatever.
moving averages, no, I use 9, 20, 50, 100, and 200 still, but I look mainly, especially on intraday, at 9 and 20. Did it knock out again?
It's just frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. We're going to not touch anything.
Yeah, so go ahead and do your thing here. I want to see what you're talking about.
Oh, come on, guys. Is it good or no?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good to go.
Okay. So if you guys can see my arrow,
Yep.
here, it's on CELZ. We're on a 1-minute chart. Okay. When you do Fibonacci retracement, what you're looking for is a swing low to a swing high. So where I've got my pointer is at 316. There was a move, it came up, sold off, and it's at its lowest point, and then it made a big impulsive move all the way to 332. So not a big move per se, and it's not a dollar move or anything, but we're talking about a $3 stock. So If you're looking to scalp in the middle, but you're looking for entrance because you think this is going to keep going, your 38% retrace level is at 326, right? So this thing pops up, comes down, bounces off the 38, and then goes again and breaks above the high. So you would then need to redraw that chart because you're above your top line retrace. But what you can see before it pops above your high is it bounces off the 38% level and then essentially gets caught by that blue line is my 9 moving average, exponential. So it catches the moving average, it lies on the 38 and runs. So I would look at the buy at 326. If it gets above 332, you're good. The second you feel it pulling back, I would get out of the move. It's only 6 cents, but again, you're compounding gains because what you can see is it pops basically back down to the 38. And then what's it do? It falls all the way down to the 38, gets between the 38 and the 50, and then it catches my green line, which is the 20, and pops back up to the high. So you can either hold through the move and hope, or you can scalp that 6-8 cents up, let it fall, scalp another 6-8 cents up, and then you can see basically from there it falls off the moon. This is the one that I was taught. No, this is DTST. Can you guys see this?
Let me see. Let me pull up DTSC also. I'm
We
following
are
it
on.
on my.
We are still on CELZ.
See, I don't know how this is gonna. Did
Also-
DTST pop
Oh.
now?
There you go.
No,
You
it's
had it
still-
for a second. There you go. Oh,
Yeah, why is it flipping back like that? That's weird.
Yeah, see, this is.
Why are you doing that? I'm looking at a fun on the 15. It's probably the prettiest flag I think I've ever seen. That's crazy.
also, does it mean anything when they tighten up and when they widen too?
The tighter, well, the biggest thing with the basically tighter bands versus larger bands is the bigger your impulsive move, your bands are going to get wider as your retrace level comes back in. This is getting super annoying. Why this is
So the bigger the move, the bigger the retrace,
yeah,
obviously.
bigger the move, and it gives you bigger bands to basically retrace.
Gotcha.
Oh, why are you doing this to me?
So a retrace would just be that impulsive move reaching.
Coming back.
Yeah. So it's going from the bottom to the top or top to the bottom. A retracement would be copying that same move in the opposite fashion, retracing itself as a 100%.
Yeah, because you're looking at a swing low to a swing high. This is okay. Here we're gonna do this. I'm gonna send some screenshots to numbers just so we can, because I've got the actual screenshots here. So screenshots.
Boom, easy money. I have had Tone Deaf by Eminem stuck in my head all damn day. Anybody know that song? Or is
Yeah.
it just me? Oh man.
Okay, so I just sent some screenshots to numbers, so I'll let him pull them up and we can talk through them, and I can still see them obviously on my screen because I've got this. So I'll stop streaming, and then once he gets those, we can kind of walk through them. So the retrace basically just gives you a comfortable level to re-add at. That's the biggest thing for me, being a nervous trader, being someone when you see big red knives that most people in retail don't know that happens. All they see is when they open their phone and it says, oh, Apple was up 13% today. Well, it's up 13%, but at one point it could have been down 10.
Yeah.
So finding a way to add yourself into a position, especially if you're late to the move. So that's the biggest thing. That Fibonacci retracement is great, but you almost have to be late to the move because you're waiting for the big impulsive move up.
Yeah. You're waiting for it to reverse so you can see how it's going to bounce back up through itself. So the move following itself back in the opposite direction is the actual retracement of your impulsive move. So where you
Yes.
get at your scalps and they run 40%, I want to catch the bottom of that wherever you shorted and watch it retrace it back down and trade those levels, is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Numbers.
watching
I'm going to try to say one at a time.
I'm watching it in live time right now on ear. It just made a pretty impulsive move up to 780, and I got a short open on it, so I just was watching my money disappear, and then I just watched it retrace all the way to the upper 3, I want to say that, or upper 2 to 757 from 780, and it just bounced right off of it.
So I'm going to send one for fun from this afternoon, and this one was super. It was cool that we were doing it this way, because it kind of shows it.
All
Yeah,
right.
like you could have just gotten a 10-cent scalp off a ear off of that upper 2 level on the fib retracement on the 1 minute. Just retraced all the way to it, bounced off 759, and it's almost at 769 now.
Trading the levels.
Yeah, and all you're doing is riding those levels. That's the biggest thing.
All right. So now you guys can see this while we're looking at it. This
There we
is
go.
a DTST.
Okay, so the
Perfect.
big thing on DTST, right? So let me pull this just so I can see, it way better on mine. So the movement started at 310. It makes an impulsive move up to 397. You're talking an 87-cent move. So if you miss that move at 6 in the morning, where do you buy? For me, it was always the hard part of where do I buy, because I would always find myself buying. It would fall 5 cents and it's just going to go up, right? So it goes to 397, and you can see the blue line horizontal is the 38% retrace line. It essentially goes through and taps that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So you've got a green candle, white candle, red candle, and then it rips back up. So what I look for when I'm adding on a retrace, that purple line for me is my VWAP. So it makes an impulsive move up, VWAP comes up, it kind of bounces through the middle of that, but it keeps bouncing on the 38. So I would have added somewhere in the 370s because it wasn't holding the 360 level all that well, and it didn't have a moving average, but it was picking the VWAP up. And once it took the VWAP high, it broke through the highs.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it gives you a clear, better idea of where to add, because you don't want to chase. We've all been in the position where we've chased, right? Like, oh, it's just going to keep going. I'll buy GameStop at 300. Right? It's a short squeeze. It's going to keep going. So, numbers, if you go to DTST2, it's another, should be the second one I sent you.
Yo, I'm not digging Weeble's fucking fibs, because you're showing me like it just shows level lines, right? And then on mine, it's like Bollinger Bands kind of.
So and again, like Bollinger Bands, like it's another, like I used to run Bollinger Bands, but it was paralysis by analysis. Like I had too much stuff on my screen.
And so it's pretty much the same thing.
Indicator, the Fibonacci. Don't use the indicator. Draw a fib retracement on the chart.
Yes.
Take that indicator off.
There should be a tool, an actual study or a tool, even on Webull to draw that retracement, Mike.
Yeah, there's a Fibby draw.
Yeah.
Is there? What's it
Yeah.
called?
You have to draw the retracements on there.
Yeah, you have to actually draw the retracement at your starting point.
Oh shit!
So Mike, this is a great example, right? So this is from,
that's on the money right there.
How do I
yesterday?
Where do I know to put them though?
So here's the thing: you're going to look for a swing low to swing high, right? So if you look at the chart that Numbers has got up right now at 382, DTST kind of pops up into that 390 realm, falls back down, and then makes a big impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candle move up. So those are minute candles. So over 10 minutes, it makes an impulsive move all the way to 420 and then starts to sell off. So the blue horizontal line again is the 38% retracement. Well, the first 3 candles are red. It doesn't touch anything. It just continues to fall. Your 4th candle is a neutral candle, comes down, taps the 38, and then all of a sudden your 8 or my 9 EMA comes in and catches it. And if you look at it, it caught it as an area of convergence between the 38% retrace level and your 9 EMA. It pops all the way back up to 422. So you're looking at a 17 to 15% profit if you sell on the pop and then let it roll through again going forward. So you're always looking for a swing low to a swing high.
I think he's asking
Numbers.
to start your retracement strategy. So you would start basically where he had it originally at the bottom, and you see the diagonal move up. You're going to move from the lowest point to the highest point and then retrace back from there.
Oh, I see it. I got it. Okay. I got it now.
Okay.
So the next
it.
slide Numbers has is for PHUN from this. This is actually from this afternoon. So this
Wow,
is
simple. I was complicating it in my head here.
yeah. So okay, Mike. So this is PHUN. This is something that we all watch this afternoon as kind of the Trump stocks popped up.
Yeah, paid well.
So it makes a move up to that 269 area. If you see that bottom red line, right? It rolls over, it swings low, and then rips to 291 in 4 candles. So your low would be at 269, your high would be at 291 because it hit a high and sold off.
So the low wouldn't be the bottom of the move, right?
No, because you're looking for an impulsive move. You want a parabolic move straight up so that you would have essentially a normal or natural retrace. You're not looking for me, it's not a grinding tool. It's for parabolic, comes back down and makes another move up.
This is specifically scalping that he's talking about, it seems like.
So if you're looking at is your chart on the 1 minute
Yes.
on fun?
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god, I keep clicking when I have the thing out. Hold on.
The farther you go back, the fib retracement on the daily, on the 1 hour, depending on what type of trade you're looking for.
What did you do, Numbers?
He's on the fun chart.
He's basically going over specifically what you could use every day and would change your money.
Yeah.
So you're talking about the 292 up to 329, right?
So you're looking at 269 to 291. And I think
I fucked that one. But I got pretty close. I'm on the 1 minute.
Yeah, I got it.
Or did it not change?
Damn, a full, and then it even marked it for me for a full retracement anyway, all the way down at the bottom.
So the big thing is you can use it for a scalp. If you want to buy at 280 and sell at 291 again, that's great. Or you take it and you just go long with it. But it gives you, you're not chasing at that point because it gives you a level to add at. That's the biggest thing that I found a tool for.
So now I get a question. So with these retracements, these are just areas of support and resistance, to in a sense, right? Like what it would be not like a set in stone support and resistance, but it'd be like a roundabout, right?
It's a supply and demand zone. It's a support and resistance zone, but it gives you another area.
When you break a retracement line, then do you get like it would be, like when you break VWAP, right? You get a nice little extension up. That's why my scalp strategy works for me, because I get a good, nice move when it breaks VWAP. When you break one of these bands, one of these lines, you get, I'm trying to see it in the chart here, but
no, you don't. Usually you don't get a hard, it's not a VWAP break. It's not an EMA break. It's not anything like that. It just gives you a softer area to add. So Numbers has actually got 2 more charts of basically that same move kind of piling through that zone. So if you go to the next one I sent you, Numbers, you can see where it basically rides the 50 and catches the 9. And again, so here's where it basically double bottoms. So right, it's a reversal pattern.
Which chart? Fun?
Yes, we're still on fun.
Okay.
So you're on a double bottom, the 50 retrace, and the next picture I sent you numbers is basically once it goes. So you're still using your normal double bottoms, double tops, head and shoulders. You're using all these other tools. No, I think I may have sent them out of order. But you can see if you look. Yeah, I sent them out of order. That's my bad.
It's all good. I got it figured out.
But basically, you get a double top there, and on the next candle, it rips up to the 290s and then rips above the highs and continues forward. So it just gives you another place to add and be more secure about your ad, especially after a big
That
move.
was when I exited, so I seen the double top. That's right where I cut my
sell.
day trade on fun. It double topped here, and then it ended up bouncing off of that third. It looks like it was the 33%.
So it actually comes down to the 50, double bottoms on the 50, and then if you use, I think you'll have to find, or I can just resend it right now so you've got it.
Am I not on the right one right now?
No,
right here, where double bottom set to 50 and then rips.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't. Hold on, I'm a terrible guest. I didn't actually send the right one.
It's all good. I forgive you this time.
Oh, thank you. No, I just sent it to you right now. So this will be, you can see, you get, there you go. So it goes from a double bottom to a rip up. That was basically 30 seconds later. You get a double bottom at the 50%. The 9 EMA catches it, slingshot. So I always look for areas of convergence, VWAP, EMAs, supply and demand zone, resistance lines, trend lines. This is just another level to see where it's could come down to and give you more, I guess, conviction in your trade.
Like, for instance, if that line right there was the VWAP you were looking for, Mike, to see if it was going to bounce or break, to go long or short, seeing that, my money would always be on long because you have that support as converging with, I don't know if that's VWAP or an EMA, but
that's my 9 EMA on the 1 minute.
So you have your convergence of, your move is, and it's going to catch that support. More than likely, it's going up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's interesting stuff for sure.
12.
So that would definitely mark an entry.
So many fucking tools, man.
So basically, how you would draw this then, right? So you go back here to 12.
So you would draw it from, you've got 1, 2, 3 big green candles up.
Like, just like that.
Yep.
And then you would pray that Weeble is cool enough to be able to read it.
Yeah, Weeble's trash, bro. I'm so over it.
That's pretty much what we're looking at.
Yeah, and again, it's not a foolproof method, but it gives you, like, that one right there is the perfect example. It comes down, taps the 50 twice, it catches a moving average and goes. But it gives you an area of conviction, an area of conversion to make a more confident trade that you, if it's going to continue upward, you're in the best possible position, so you're not chasing it.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother putting them on.
It's just another tool to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some more research on this for sure.
And what we'll do too, for if enough people want to do it in the Discord, I'll do one where I share my screen and we can chart it together. So this is just retracement. There's another basically tool called Fibonacci extension, which will give you
that. Yeah, I was seeing that on my little drawings here. It says retracement or extension. That, yeah, and then there's time zone too.
There's a lot. There's fans. There's waves. There's all kinds of stuff. I use retracement and extension. Extension is another tool to basically, on an upward move, it gives you an idea of where to take profit, or on a downward move, where to expect support.
I got you. Yeah, and that brings up a good point. If you this podcast episode, or if you're watching it live and you're not in the Discord, you should hit the link below. It's a free community of traders working together. We have a lot of fun in there. We alert calls in there. We have some solid traders alerting calls in there, and everyone has a good time and sets goals together and achieves them. So hit the link. It's free once again. Not a lot. I've been seeing a lot of these free rooms starting to turn into paid rooms, and people are getting greedy and stuff. And paid room, obviously the trader's not making enough money trading. So join our room and come have some fun with us. And if you want to learn more about Fibonacci retracement and you're not in the fucking Discord, hit the link and we're gonna run a class special for the Discord for everybody to hop in on maybe like a Saturday or Sunday morning, and we'll drink some coffee and learn about some Fibonacci extensions and yeah.
Disclaimer.
Oh yeah, and the disclaimer: anything that we talk about on the podcast is our ideas and thoughts. None of this is financial advice. We're not financial advisors. The only person on this podcast that could be qualified as a financial advisor but isn't is numbers, and we should probably not take it as set in stone information if you're watching. It's obvious, but we do got to say it. This isn't financial advice. We're just chatting, shooting the shit, and talking about some Fibonacci retracements. That's it.
And I like to gamble too much to be a financial advisor. I'd be
Yeah.
terrible.
If you want your money in SPY calls when SPY's at 480, then definitely hit up numbers.
No.
I'm just fucking with you.
Actually, I just threw it on just for giggles. The Fibonacci on this down move for the SPY on the 1 hour. Just for
let me see.
So it's awesome that you did that, numbers, because you can use it on the downward slide also to see resistance coming back up. So if you see a big drop, offering, someone knifes a stock, a trading room knifes a stock, someone goes mega short on it, this will also give you the levels that if you get in at the bottom, where should you start trying to take profit on the way back up if you don't think it's going to pop fully back up?
God, I didn't even. That's a good move there. I mean, it is kind of bear flagging on the 1 hour, but if it looks like if it breaks over the what I just did, what numbers did, it looks like it's the 38.2%, which is at 471.32, that it would be making a reversal on the 1 hour. I don't know if you're seeing that numbers.
and it's going to. It's going to.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cough.
For everybody's
500. 500 into February. Cough.
Yeah,
I can see Heat's face. I can just see Heat's face.
We'll see. I don't know. It's got trouble here with this mental, psychological fucking resistance level over 480.
March. That's what I heard.
What'd you hear?
All I heard was lead calls into March.
Actually, on this dip, it probably wouldn't be a bad price.
Hasn't really done much in a good while. Like obviously it's pulled back to that 448 zone, and it's pulled back again to that 440 450 zone, but it's been kind of just chopping sideways. I mean, we had maybe $1 from all-time high from like a month ago, 2 months ago.
Look at that double bottom.
But I don't know. It's bear flagging. Could be breaking down tomorrow. We'll see. I know Julian's got some SPY calls right now, right, Julian?
Yeah, I was up about 20% earlier. I didn't sell. I should have, because now I'm down 8%. So we'll see how that goes.
How much them Rivian puts go today? What was the percentage?
Those puts, I mean, our contracts went about 500%. I know deep out of the money contracts went 3,500%.
Yeah, you guys hearing this? You're not in the Discord. You're sleeping.
And that was in 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah,
just that.
Exactly. Yeah, I had some lucid puts too. I had levels drawn out. I sent you them this morning, and I had sent them to Wonder too, and I told him to grab some, and he said that because it came back over that support, that support level. It was a historical support at 35 that is held. And today it fucking broke right under, and it did pop back over it, but we got a whole 100% out of those puts. It was nice.
So my general option strategy is wait for Mike to alert something, and then start
YOLO.
I
know.
my process is wait for Mike to alert something. If I think I would do the exact same thing, I do the opposite.
Exactly.
You hedge your bet.
Yeah.
We were actually it's
Exactly what happened.
such a running joke for us because like you actually said like I bought some like 3 week out calls at like 508 or something like that, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm also in calls, and I was like,
Oh no.
fuck. And what did it do the next day, Mike? It went it tanked.
There was
Yeah, we got fucked that time. for
Every
sure.
time we both do the same thing, just drops on us.
God, the daily on Spy, I just pulled, or no, on Lucid, I'm looking at. Never mind, it's the wrong daily. Jeez, I'm smoked out, but it's bear flagging hard.
All right, boys. Well, we're kind of at time. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
kind of
no, it's
liked
a
it.
good episode. It's
Apart
different than
from
our usual.
yeah, we did a little more education this time around, which it's always fun.
Yeah.
So
No, thanks, Sky, for coming out and coming online tonight and going over some of this stuff. I learned a lot for sure. I'll definitely be fucking with it on runners tomorrow. I mean, if we even get runners. But if I'll be messing around with it tomorrow. I appreciate your time, bro, and all you do to help the Discord keep moving and stuff. And once again, if you guys are watching, you come across this, hit the link, come join us. We have a lot of fun. It's not serious in our Discord like a lot of the other ones. We have a lot of fun and we make money while we're doing it.
the only serious is make money.
Yeah. Anybody got any closing notes? Julian, Heat, anything? Sky?
No,
No,
that Monday morning service with a retracement. Go over a class with that's pretty awesome. The different aspects about the different types of trading.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get that planned.
I've got a half deck built that I kind of had built before the little one came, so I'll get a deck built. We'll do a class in the Discord. Whether you want to use it to go long, short, scalp, I mean, it's there for everyone. You just got to learn to use it and add it as a tool. So
Yeah.
and the nice thing is all the algos use it. So if you catch an algo, you're gonna hit it on the money.
That's what I've been working on lately is trying to, enhance my tape reading skills and finding the algos in the tape, where they're buying, where they're selling.
Yeah. But all right,
Alrighty.
boys. Well, have a good one.
Yeah,
Hope
everyone have a
everybody
good night.
have a
Thanks
good night,
for
guys.
joining us, and we'll see you guys next week. Oh, and the winner of the contest, we had Roland Deeps, the winner of the contest. She already knows.
Of
Congrats.
course.
She shared the YouTube and the fucking Discord 50 times a day from the day we announced the contest. 50 times. She kept sending me pictures. I swear to God, she was like, "I'm going for 50 a day." She got banned on Weeble, banned on StockTwits. Homegirl, we're gonna bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much for your participation, everybody else. And once again, it was a great night for us here at the Accolades Family Discord. Have a good one.
I
Have a
guess
good night.
see ya.
see you guys.